This is On Tilt Trading with today's live trading Bitcoin, the London session. Currently, I've got Bitcoin in a narrow range here on the 15-minute. This is the purple lines that you see here. This is the range that I currently have. The structural range currently in the 15-minute. This being the current strong low, and this being the current week high. I'm currently waiting for a market structure shift or break of structure to take a new position this morning. And I currently have a short position on, that is a short-term position that was started back here. Actually here. And now looking for either continuation of that short trade or possibly trading long. So looking at intraday, looking at taking a position intraday here with Frankfurt opening and potential continuation with London opening in about an hour. So right now, just seeing if there is a change in structure and then taking a position accordingly. If the trade is short, my profit target I'm going to take from the 60-minute, and I'm going to target the liquidity that's going to be below this candle here. There's going to be some sell side liquidity there, and my goal is to target that if it's a short. But until there is a market structure shift or break of structure, I want to delay taking a position. If there's a market structure shift, which would be to the short side, which currently there's an uptrend. One second. Okay. Forgot my phone, but now we're at the start of my session today, or my trading period, which I would call the London kill zone. So now currently or actively hunting for any trade opportunities in the next trading or in this current trading window. So ideally, I'd like to see a market structure shift, which would be a price action moving to the sell side, or price being delivered to the sell side. That would give me continuation on my current long position, my current short, which is a longer term position than a day trade. So I would look to position myself there first and then take a day trade afterwards. So right now I'm going to set up to get continuation. Mm, 102.614. And then there's my main target. I'm just going to go for my main target for this 100.3051. Stop. Use this stop here. 105.6518. Okay, looks like we're starting to possibly see a market structure shift here. Okay. I'm not going to be able to take both positions at the same time. So this position let me put on first, and then look to take a position later if there's continuation here. So currently adding to my short position. At 105,281. And now I will focus on intraday positions. So even though this is showing that it may put in a market structure shift, I took the position early since it's showing weakness here the last two candles, and I would figure more likely to fail than to break up higher here with the algorithm delivering price here for the second consecutive candle. Also, with this current candle breaking out lower than the present candle, just from my experience and a probability perspective, it would be more likely for their following candle to trade short than to trade long. But this is just a probability. This is not a guarantee. But since this is a longer position with a wider stop than I would use for a day trade or an intraday position, I've gone ahead and taken up a position a bit prematurely, just so that I don't interfere with what I'm trying to do intraday here. My intraday target, if this continues, would be 104.1434. So I'm going to set that up just in case there's continuation. But I won't take the intraday position until I see my setup completely here, 143.4. And then my stop loss would be the high here, or just above this high here, which is 105,499.9. This will be 105,500.1. We can see price pulling back here. So it would take quite a lot of price delivery to turn this into what would be an engulfing candle, which would take price above the previous candle. It could happen in the next candle as well here. This is looking rather strong. This is why I put the stop loss higher than this area, just in case this turned around on me. Now it just depends on if it continues turning around on me, and if so, how much. We're about halfway through this 15-minute candle. So the first half of this candle is looking strong, and we'll see if it continues that way. Now this candle looks like it may want to engulf the previous candle or candles. I may want to put in a new high for the day. So the new high, or the current high for today, is here. So we'll see if a new high is put in. Very bullish candle here, going up to test the highs and looking like it is going to engulf the previous candle here and potentially put in a new high. Price is reacting off of the range high currently, and price has been delivered from the sell side since that reaction from the range high. Price is stalled here at the 105,450 level. And price being delivered to the sell side currently. .2, 483.3. So this candle did engulf the previous candle here, but failed to break out of the range. Price still being delivered to the sell side following that reaction from the range high. And price stalled here at the 105,420 level at 105,422.7. Less than 4 minutes left to go in this candle. Be interested to see the price action following this candle, what direction it will take its follow through. Right now currently showing some weakness with the inability to break out and form a new high here on the daily and break out of this current range, which is very narrow here. But there's still more candle left here. We'll see if we break short or if we break long here. Price stalled here near the 105,450 level. Now price being delivered to the sell side. More hour sell side delivery. Price still being delivered to the sell side, showing weakness in this candle. Price stalling here near the 105,400 level at 105,388.5. And price consolidating here. Now price going to retest the 105,400 level here at 105,392.5. So in the overnight, after yesterday's sell-off, Bitcoin recovered. You can see this price action here, and then you can see the consolidation after this leg up here of price being delivered. Then we get the next leg up, a consolidation here, and then we get this market structure shift happening right here with the close. Actually, nope, that's happening right here with the close above this candle. So from being in a downtrend yesterday to trading back into an uptrend, and now this opening candle here for Frankfurt failed to produce any change in structure. Price broke to the short side here, failed to break to the long side. So some inclination, but an engulfing candle. So this candle here that's forming now could possibly give more information or a direction with this candle opening up at the previous level that was being price was holding or stalling at near the 105,400 level. Currently now price is being delivered to the sell side near the 105,375 level, which is currently at 105,372.9. And price consolidating back up near the 105,400 level. Okay. So I took an entry right at one of these price levels here. I'm going to drop this back down. That's going to be good right there. Price still holding here near this 105,400 level at 105,392.5. Price currently being delivered to the sell side. This candle putting in new lows. Still consolidating. see if there are any. Okay, the nearest level to the long side is this level here. So in order to take a position, Bitcoin will have to close above this level, then find this level to either put in a swing high or a swing low for a position. The next level short is just below this range here, which is much closer. And if Bitcoin closes below this level, again, we'll be looking for a swing high or a swing low or a swing high here for a potential long trade. With the current price action showing it's not clear on which direction is likely to be taken here. So I'm going to continue to monitor for a potential intraday position here. The way my charts are set up in the price action, I would give a slightly higher probability to a short position than to a long position, just based on what I'm seeing on the daily chart and the current price action here on the lower time frames. So just a rough estimate, I would give a 60% likelihood or 60% probability to a short position developing and a 40% likelihood for a long position developing. Price still consolidating here near the 105-400 level. Two, 8, 9, 3, 6, 2, 8, 9, 3. Okay. Price still consolidating around the 105-400 level. Consolidating near a nice round number. So there could be some institutional sponsorship with price consolidating around a whole number. One of the things I've observed about the market opens, typically there'll be some consolidation, and then, or at least lately, with market opens, just seeing consolidation, then basically slow or trades getting into position, basically taking their time or in a slower manner, where other times I've seen setups take place where things are just pretty much set to go as soon as the open happens. So exercising some patience with current market conditions to let things set up would be optimal for trading currently. So we have new lows being put in this 15-minute candle. Price being delivered to the sell side here. Price moving away from the 105-400 level and approaching the 105-350 level. Currently at 105-355. We're getting speed here. on the price action with price moving down to test the 105.325 level and consolidating back up to the 105.350 level here. Price consolidating, but showing some weakness here in this candle, or at least so far in this candle. A little over halfway into this candle. This candle could be pulling back to test the high of the candle, or the price delivery algorithm could be trying to entice more sellers, and could potentially be preparing to deliver price further to the sell side, and potentially put in new lows, or facilitate a market structure shift. Continue to watch. Price still consolidating here around the 105.350 level to the 105.400 level. Price being delivered to the sell side. Now price trading in between the 105.350 level and 105.300 level. Potentially putting in, or potentially testing the low of the candle, and potentially able to put in new lows here. Also a test of the lower end of the range. Less than 5 minutes left to go in this candle. And a new low has been put into this candle, and price is trading currently below the structural range. Price would need to close below in order to signal a potential trade entry here. Price still being delivered to the short side. Looks to be consolidating here near the 105.300 level. Price is just below that at 105.288. And now Bitcoin looking to potentially test the low of the previous candle and break out to the short side here. The low of the previous candle being 105.260. Ideally, I would have been more patient when taking an additional position for the short-term trade that I'm taking here off the daily. waiting until they confirmed market structure shift would have been more ideal, since I do have some other factors that have to come into play before I can take an intraday position. So possibly some FOMO getting the better of me with taking the position early with the price action um, being delivered to the short side in the opening Frankfurt candle. But with this candle looking to potentially close as a market structure shift, this would have been the more appropriate entry point with a closure here. So for future reference for myself, if I am taking up a continuation in a position or just taking a position in general, that's longer or potentially longer than an intraday position, taking at least waiting until the first criteria is met. So now we have a price break below the previous candle here. But it appears that being premature to that longer term or that short term position may have paid off from the price perspective here with this price action of Bitcoin selling off here well below the previous candle. And if it closes down here, puts it in a position to set up for potential trade entry off of this level here. There's a price level below this entry price. What I would be looking for is for Bitcoin to form a swing high here in this area for potential short trade with the stop above wherever it puts in a swing high here. And now we have a confirmed market structure shift here. So this was the previous strong low. This was the previous week high. Now we have that week low, that strong low has now been violated. So now this would move the current week low to here, and the strong high will remain, and now the week high now becomes the strong high, and now this is the current range. And I've observed, I've been setting targets, but my targets have been rather short, like choosing, let's say, the nearest liquidity, which I would target here. And now considering targeting liquidity on the 60-minute. I noticed yesterday I was in and out, but if I had just chosen a further target, I could have just been able to take fewer trades. So pros and cons, holding for a longer position could be beneficial. It could also be detrimental in the sense of not taking profits. The way that I trade, I don't currently take partials, so looking for the ability to be able to take an exit with the price action. So the 15 minutes seem to be or did not seem adequate enough. Like I kept having to my positions, I guess the R to R was adequate, but could have been much better had I chosen other targets. So today, I'm interested in choosing targets that will allow maybe these trades to, or would possibly allow me to take fewer trades and take advantage of stronger moves or stronger price action being delivered. But there's no real way to know what something is going to do. So yeah, I'll just keep watching and see how this goes here. Overall, here price being delivered to the sell side here so far. For an entry here, depending on the price action here, if this next candle pulls back, I'll be looking for a swing high in here, with this being a lower high, this being the swing high here, and then a third candle putting in a lower high over here. So right now, Bitcoin setting up for a potential entry. I'll just need a swing put in at a reactionary level, which currently Bitcoin is trading just below a reactionary level. So it seems, had I waited for the market structure shift to take that or to extend that longer term position, I would have gotten in at a slightly lower price. So potentially lucking out here with a hastily made trade here. But I'll walk you through what I'm seeing on the daily chart. So here on the daily chart, there was a swing high put in back here. I missed this, but took an entry here after this pullback, getting this sell-off, and pull back into offering premium pricing here. So good for a sell. So took the position up here, which was more of a FOMO type position here. But additionally, what I'm seeing here is the swing high here, so a lower high here, the swing here, and a lower high here, and this happening at or above the level of equilibrium. So price was delivered at premium to attract sellers. So price being re-offered at premium here, or at least any price action above this equilibrium. So all of this price action here was being offered at a premium. So with that, with the swing high being offered at equilibrium or higher, that would trigger an entry signal here for continuation here. So that's the basis on why I took that short position in continuation. And both of these short positions have the same target, targeting the sell side liquidity that's located down here below this daily candle here. The same thing with this position here, target for this liquidity. So choosing a further target, there's also a nearer target here on the daily, yesterday's candle, last Friday's candle. These are all potential targets here. But I'm just going to choose the furthest target simply because, not out of greed, but on the daily where I missed the trade here, the nearest liquidity on the daily chart is actually down here. So based on how I take profits, this based on the price action at the time of what would have been my target entry, this would have been the only available target here based off of this chart that I'm taking the trade off of. And the price still being delivered to the sell side. So one of the issues that I have as a trader is over trading. So trying to establish more appropriate profit taking is the goal to help me prevent over trading, or at least reduce the frequency of over trading. This could also lead to other issues like lack of profit taking and things like that. As with many things, trading is always a work in progress. And from what I understand, when trading no longer becomes a work in progress, the trader still continues to be a work in progress. So my issues as a trader stem from internal issues, not necessarily market conditions. Price being delivered to the sell side, putting in new lows for this 15-minute candle, also extending the range. Right now still waiting for a swing to form before entering any positions here. Price still being delivered to the sell side here. Actually, I'm going to move. Actually, I'm going to keep this going. Sometimes I'll leave this range setting where it was, just to allow the price action to set up for, actually I'm going to do that, just to allow the price action to set up for a potential entry if it wants to. This just allows me to not, it's just a different look. I may move this back down into here just to show the current structural range, but sometimes I will leave the current structural range where it was, just to allow the price action to set up the next signal, and then I would take an entry or not, but just to focus, just to be able to focus on what's happening instead of trying to manage the range and also just the internal price action. So also excuse me, also getting a feel for the amount of displacement that may be happening in the market as well. So a few reasons on why I may adjust the structural range at one time or another. So currently, Bitcoin has bypassed the nearest reactionary level and has sold below it. So we'll see if it sets up for an intraday entry or not. Minus the pullback that happened in the opening candle for Frankfurt here. There's just been selling here in Frankfurt, and price being delivered again to the sell side, putting in new lows and extending the current range. I find that my issue with over trading is I just wound up giving back profits. So I really want to stop doing that. So part of my issue yesterday was trading outside of my kill zone, so my trading window. Trading outside of it is where I lost money. So I certainly want to do a better job at trading within the parameters. I made money within the trading range. I made money within my trading window, even though I did lose trades. Excuse me, but I did not. But I only lost money after trading outside of my window. So a good way to learn how not to overtrade or how not to do anything in financial markets is to lose money. And if you can learn from that losing process, then it makes it easier not to repeat those errors. Price now down here testing the 105 level and a new low for Frankfurt has been put in. And price still being delivered to the sell side. So that the way that this current price action is occurring, there's quite a bit of displacement here. So I likely would anticipate pullback at some point. And then if there is a swing put in on pullback at some point, then I would look for a potential entry. price still being delivered here to the sell side, with price selling below the 105 level, and now at the 104,950 level. Price being delivered to the sell side currently, and a test and a break of the 104,900 level. So quite a bit of displacement occurring here in the Frankfurt Open. So possibly some institutional participation here. Now seeing a reaction from the 104,848.2, which would likely be the 104,850 level. Seeing a reaction from there. As far as in choosing targets, trying to be a bit more precise here. So with the range, what is the low here of this candle? Let's say 850, 8482. So right now I'm just experimenting with whether or not I would be able to use this Fibonacci retracement tool for any profit taking. This is a Fibonacci retracement tool. Ideally, a Fibonacci, I believe there are extension tools would be more appropriate for this application. But just testing to see if there's any usefulness to being able to choose a target based off of Fibonacci, and right now just testing the idea of doubling the distance of any displacement, so putting the displacement at the 50% level and choosing a target based on that application. So this is just something that just came to mind. There's not always displacement to this degree. Sometimes the market structure shift or break of structure occurs, and then there's very little, or at least like yesterday, there was very little room for any type of, or there was very little displacement. Going back here yesterday to Frankfurt and London, which would have been in this area here. Seeing here, here in London, getting the market structure shift here. This is where it occurs. And then getting pullback here. Where are we at here? With this being the swing. I got faked out here, and this was the actual swing. So I'm going to test this to see if there was any inclination on Fibonacci on this trade. So what I'm thinking of doing here is putting the Fibonacci at the point where the price action would have signaled the market structure shift or initiated the market structure shift right here, and then put that market structure shift at equilibrium. What's the low here? 4232. So right there. So if I were to do that, that would put my target down here, which would have put my target here, which ultimately was my final target. I believe price did reach down to here, but I was only comfortable with this. So there may be some usefulness here with the Fibonacci retracement tool on displacement. Let's take a look at New York and see if there's any validity to that. So I faked myself out. So I took a short here, faked myself out here, and then re-entered here. So let's see if this works here. So there's New York. So this is London, still selling. There's a break of structure here. And that goes to here. Price action, okay. Then there's another break of structure here. Nope, there's none. Okay, that goes to here. Then New York comes in. New York comes in and breaks structure here. So where does that structure break occur? Here. Okay. So that would be actually, let me this was the thing about the New York Open yesterday. It definitely confused me a bit, especially with this candle here. But my system was accurate here. I just didn't know what to believe myself from what I was seeing with the price action here. That does that. This comes back up. This does this. Okay, so this puts this in. So it's here, here, here. Pulls back to here. Doesn't put in a new high. Goes here. But I'm getting in here. So that won't work. So for this position, I would be doing this. What is this? It's the low 105,200. So I would put that there, and I would go over here. Where am I looking for? So I would have targeted here, which actually was my target yesterday. So looks like there is some validity here for using Fibonacci for profit taking here. So if this stands, I'm going to use the Fibonacci here, and I'm going to take profits down here at 104, 1434, which was my target area down here on the 4 hour. So looks like the Fibonacci retracement tool is going to help me with profit taking. So anything that I can use to help automate my trading, or at the very least take the process of choice or decision making out of my trading is ideal for me. If I don't have to think about it, if this says do this, then I just do this. If this says do that, then I just do that. But right now, basically twice the distance of the displacement is what I'm looking at, and then choosing a profit target based on that. So the nearest area of liquidity that I would target, so that would be this area. So there's going to be sell side liquidity here. So this trade would target that sell side liquidity, where previously I was just targeting the nearest liquidity because I had no idea on whether or not price would continue or retrace after reaching any particular reactionary level. But just a quick sample of Fibonacci is showing me that essentially I want to target 2 times the displacement. So even though I don't have a Fibonacci extension tool, I can use the Fibonacci retracement tool as an extension tool by using the 50% level as an anchor and using the 0.0 level to help me gauge where potential areas of liquidity, or where liquidity pools would rest. So incorporating, let's say, the technical benefits of Fibonacci, which would allow me to remove the emotional and let's say just overall mental decision-making processes that could lead to lack of profit taking and frustration. But it appears that the displacement has come rather early in Bitcoin here in the Frankfurt session, and now just waiting for any potential entry signals here for an intraday position. And for that position, I would place my stop loss. Place my stop loss back here. Actually, no, I wouldn't place my stop loss here. Take that back. I would place my stop based on the swing high. So I would put my stop above whatever swing high that may form here on Bitcoin. Currently, price is consolidating in this current candle. Consolidating here, it seems to be between the 104.900 level and the 104.950 level. But with that premature entry, if I had waited until there was a closure, which I'm seeing again now, if I had waited for this closure, I could have used this high as a stop loss here. I would have had a better risk to reward because I used this entry with this stop as opposed to using this entry here with this stop. But hindsight is always 20/20. But this could be a potential opportunity to learn from my errors and improve on them going into the future. One of the things I've learned about making errors is you have to make them in order to learn from them. Skipping the errors could mean skipping learning opportunities. So not necessarily that I want to seek out errors, but if they occur, if I can improve on them, then I think that would be most ideal. Now price testing the 104,900 level again. I'm actually going to move this stop down, so I will reduce my risk, but so I'll protect myself at 105,501. Let me see what my risk parameter is here. Okay, so that would reduce the risk quite a bit. Okay. Let's actually have a look to confirm what I'm seeing here on the chart. Yep, that looks good. Not a huge difference, but a definite difference. I'll move my stop down to protect myself here. So definitely a FOMO entry, but these things happen at some point. I imagine I will settle down. Price being delivered again to the sell side. And it seems like price wants to test the low 8482, and a new low's been put in here. Extend the Fibonacci, so we got a low of 104,749. So having a reaction off of the 104,750 level. Looks like I'm not able to. Here we go. 104,754. So I'm assuming this may extend out to anything down here. 302. And now Bitcoin seems to be testing the low of this 15-minute candle. So we have a new low put in. I would assume that there may be pullback during the London Open with this amount of displacement here on Bitcoin here in Frankfurt, and price still being delivered to the sell side. Price still being delivered to the sell side, putting in new 15-minute lows. And so I was anticipating further displacement in order to reach into these liquidity pools that are a bit lower here. So 104,660. So right now I'm going to target liquidity at this 103,572 level. Which is, I was looking for further displacement in order to be able to tap into this liquidity pool down here. There's going to be sell side liquidity here, and there's going to be sell side liquidity down here. So previously with the Fibonacci tool in this area and not having a clear point of liquidity, now with it moving into range down here, I now have a likely target. Now it would just be a matter of displacement, or this displacement pulling back, and then I will look for a swing high. In addition, for a swing high, ideally I'm seeing a swing high happen in this area or in this upper half of the Fibonacci range, which would be price being offered at a premium. So I would look to sell when price is at a premium, and look to, in this area down here, this is all an area of discounted pricing, and I would look to buy if I were in that area. So it seems there's some retracement coming back in. I've just been focused on price action, but London opened 11 minutes ago, so we're starting to get the retracement I was anticipating from London. We'll see if there's follow through with it. It's also possible that this displacement may not be retraced until New York. That's another possibility, or later in the London session. But with the reaction coming off of this 104,660 level, which I would say the 104,650 level is what it would be reacting from, may trigger the pullback that I'm looking for that would potentially give an entry signal. So what this candle holds as the current low, this would be an appropriate place to anticipate pullback from that displacement here that's been occurring here at the Frankfurt and London opens. Less than 1 minute before this candle closes. It seems to be at a reactionary level. And price seems to be holding at that reactionary level, and that level is near the 104,800 level. And price is currently holding above that level. Also, with the proximity here, a swing high could also occur here at this level, or if pullback is more aggressive up here at this level. Or it may not occur at all, and there could be further displacement. And price consolidating in this next 15-minute candle here. Price consolidating at the 104,800 level. Price being delivered currently to the buy side with a potential test of the 104,850 level. Price still consolidating. And price is still consolidating around this reaction level. Now price looks to be putting in new 15-minute highs for this candle. And price being delivered to the buy side with price trading above the 104,850 level. And now price testing the 104,900 level with speed. Price consolidating and being delivered to the sell side, back to retest the 104,800 level. Price still consolidating back to the 104,850 level. So Bitcoin has extended its trading range quite a bit with this displacement. It has also taken out liquidity here with this displacement. So there would have been sell side liquidity down here that has now been taken out. So the way that this price action is setting up, there is a possibility that this could either set up to be the swing high here, or potentially set up the swing high here and be the first candle here. 2, 3, or 1, 2, and 3, potentially. And that's if there's a swing at this level. Now price trading through the 104,900 level at the 104,925 level. So the high of the previous candle is 104,945.3. The current high of this candle is 104,939.4. So this candle is testing the high of the previous candle. Currently, this candle is inside of the previous candle and trading on the higher end of that previous candle. So I would anticipate a new high being put in here. And price still consolidating. So it looks like the consolidation range has extended to the 104,800 to the 104,900 range. So trading in a $100 range now in this current candle on the 15-minute chart. And price currently just under the 104,900 level. And price being delivered to the buy side, potentially with a test of the current 15-minute high and a potential break of the previous 15-minute high, creating a new 15-minute overall high. We'll have to see 104.9454. Price still consolidating here at the 104.900 level. And anticipating a 104.945.4 or higher. Price now trading just below the 104.900 level at 104.891.7. And is trading just below a reactionary level. Also, the body of the candle is being supported by a reactionary level. So if you can see the bodies of these candles here being supported by these levels, and you can see here this level here also interacting with the bodies of this candles here being support for this one, or at least that concept of support and resistance, this level going right in between the levels here. Price action back to retest the 104.900 level. In less than 5 minutes remaining in this candle. Price consolidating at the 104.900 level. Less than 4 minutes remaining in this 15-minute candle. Price still consolidating around the 104.900 level. Still consolidating here. Further consolidation at the 104.900 level. Now Price trading above it. Price being delivered to the buy side currently. And price holding at the 104,905.6 level. And now trading back below 104,900 at 104,893. Price seems to be unable to hold above this reactionary level that is trading at currently. That level was near the 104,900 level, approximately. Less than 1 minute remaining in the current candle here on the 15-minute chart. And now we have a new 15-minute candle, 30 minutes into the London Open. I want to test my idea out from yesterday. Okay. Wondering about pullback. Wasn't much of an issue in London, but in New York, a bit of a different story here. This pulls back deep and then gives an entry. Let's have a look. Seems like price may be being delivered to the buy side currently. Yeah, price being delivered to the buy side. We may start to get that swing forming here. $106, 8075. No. So equilibrium is not seeming to matter. So I was wondering whether or not it mattered if price got to equilibrium, and it doesn't seem to matter. This was a long here. Boom. Here. back up. Target you. $108,725. And then some. $108,782. Okay, so this Fibonacci extension idea, I believe, is going to work very well. No, certainly not. So I was wondering whether or not I would need Fibonacci to retrace back to equilibrium, but I do not need Fibonacci to retrace back to equilibrium. I just need the price action to occur at the reactionary level. So now I have my stop loss in place, I have my entry in place, and now I have my target in place. So I am feeling more confident in my system, not always knowing where certain things would be. Usually the first thing I establish is where's my stop. Then trying to manage entries and exits can be an exercise in and of itself within trading, but recognizing that there are no perfect entries or exits, or maybe there are, but trying to achieve them every day, I feel like would be problematic. In addition to all the other challenges with trading, but trying to enter in an area or in a zone and take profits in an area or in a zone is going to be more appropriate. It's very difficult to enter at the, let's say, the high of a short and sell at the low, or vice versa, enter at a low of a buy and sell at the high of the long. But trading in a manner where you're able to take advantage of, let's say, the lion's share or the majority of the price action for that particular trade idea, I think is more ideal. So my entries, just like the one I took at the open here at Frankfurt, most certainly, excuse me, most certainly not perfect, and also could have been more patient. Many things I could have done differently about that entry, but as it stands, that entry is doing well currently. So as much as I could nitpick at my choices during the course of a trading day, just understanding that trading is challenging, and that good enough is certainly good enough. So just having a general area where you want to do things, and then allowing that to take place, I feel like is adequate from a psychological and from an actual account balance perspective. So Bitcoin consolidating at this 104,900 level. But from a psychological perspective, that does provide great relief for me. Being able to select targets prevents me from, let's say, covering or selling too early. It also prevents me from holding too long. So we may be getting the high here. So yep, we got a new 15-minute high from the previous candle. So the previous candle's high was 104.934 or 9394. The current high of the current 15-minute candle is 104.969.9. So now we have a potential swing high at a reactionary level here. So this could potentially set up here, or with this being candle 1, candle 2, candle 3 over here. Potentially, depends on how this next candle sets up. If that would be the case, I would put my stop here, and then my target, based on Fibonacci, would be down here a bit lower. So less than 4 minutes remaining in the current candle. And price is holding at the 104.950 level, currently trading at 104.959.1 on the bid. The ask is 104.959.2. And price being delivered to the sell side, price down at the 104.925 level. Price being delivered to the sell side, back to retest the 104.900 level. Price consolidating here at the 104,900 level, just below this reactionary level. And potentially trading candle 2 of a potential swing high here at a reaction level. Price being delivered to the sell side with price testing the 104,850 level. Now trading at 104,865 on the bid. Less than 1 minute remaining in the current 15-minute candle. And we have candle closure and a new 15-minute candle. We'll see if this candle closes lower than the previous candle. If so, I will take an entry. Price back at the 104,900 level, trading at 104,909, and testing the reactionary level just above this price. The previous 2 candles have closed below this reactionary level. So if this candle does the same, that would be an indication that the algorithm may be preparing to price lower. Target being here. So I'll allow this candle to close before taking an entry, just to confirm the swing high. There are times where it may appear that a swing is forming, whether high or low, and then before the third candle closes, it will break out of the previous candle opposite the direction of the trade. Sometimes it'll break out in the direction of the trade and then break out opposite the direction of the trade after you have entered. So just out of experience, I just prefer to wait for confirmation. If you are experiencing FOMO like I was earlier today, you could take an earlier entry. It may work in your favor, it may not. For me, it is just not worth the risk. With that, short-term position that could last a couple days or so, having a little more leeway, but it's still, in my opinion of my trading, still premature to have taken that position, even though it is currently working out in my favor. It is not something that I want to make a habit of doing. Price at the 104.925 level, and price being delivered to the buy side. Seems like there may be a test of the 104.950 level. Price still being delivered to the buy side, 104.940.4, potentially testing the 104.950 level, or potentially a breakout of the previous candle at 104.969.9. Now price being delivered to the sell side. Five minutes into this candle, or a little over 5 minutes into this candle, price being delivered to the sell side, looking like a retest of the 104.900 level, currently at 104.916.8 on the bid. Price still consolidating here between 104.900 and 104.935. Still consolidating here at this reaction level. And price stalling here at the 104.909.3 level. And price now being delivered to the sell side, trading below the 104.900 level currently. And price has stalled here at the 104.891.5 level. price being delivered lower to the sell side. Now, Bitcoin may be putting in a new low for this candle. Current low is 104,863.5. Currently less than $5 away from that current candle low. And price consolidating. Price holding here at the 104,880.5 level. Price still holding. Less than 5 minutes remaining in this 15-minute candle. I'm going to go ahead and set my order in case this closes as a swing high, with the swing high being 104,969.9. I'm going to give a 20-cent stop loss for this 10-cent spread, so I'm going to go 104,970.1. Profit target 103,572. Price holding here in between the 104,900 and 104,940 levels here. So currently just adjusting risk to reward based on my potential entry price. Less than 1 minute for the close of this candle. Have a confirmed swing high. Take this entry. So my entry is at 104,929.6. Price is testing the high of the previous candle. Price has broken through the high of the previous candle. Price is consolidating. High being 9468, low being, I believe, 17.2. New high has been put in. Looks like we may be testing the swing high. About $10 away from that swing high. And maybe getting stopped out here and stopped out. And standing by for another potential entry opportunity. This may pull back to this level here, or may find a reaction anywhere in between here. So this could form the new swing. Price being delivered to the buy side with speed here. Price still being delivered to the buy side with speed. This may be setting up on the 4-hour here, as in swing high on the 4-hour here. So that candle will close at 6 a.m. So if that closes at 6 a.m. and sets up as a swing on the 4-hour, I'll likely take that in addition to this if this sets up earlier as well. But it seems like if the 4-hour is holding, then the actual stop would be at the high here. Or there could be a stop at the swing. $103, 3021. Take this pullback entry here. 105, 501. Okay. So I'm going to take this position here on pullback with my stop back here. Right now I'm looking at this as a potential trade on the 4-hour. I'm early into this position. As always, I enter and price goes the other way immediately. But I have no idea if this is the high of this candle. This could still keep going back and actually retest this level. But I want to catch it here on pullback. Actually, probably it would have been better to wait until here, maybe. But this could be a larger time frame order block right here. And it may have just tapped into it. But I am not certain. I am not certain of this. What would be considered a potential order block on this 15-minute chart would be here. So I do believe I am early in this trade, but I would add to it if there is a swing put in here on the 4-hour. So price action setting up much different than it did yesterday. Yesterday gave some pretty tight entries. Today it's giving some pretty wide entry points here. is this? 105,320. So price consolidating here around the 105,200 level. Seems like the price action in Bitcoin this morning likes to pose for pictures. With price action stalling repeatedly this morning. So you can see with this price action here this morning with this displacement taking out liquidity, sell side liquidity here first and then moving back up, pulling back after sweeping liquidity. And price still consolidating and being delivered to the buy side. Want to see it make contact here. I would expect there to be a reaction here. What is this? 105,260. Okay, got a reaction from that 260 level. So I was able to get that entry at 251.2. And we have a reaction off of that 105,274.5. So let's call it 105,275 level. Having a reaction off of that. Price being delivered to the sell side currently. I may adjust my target again back to this 660. Back to this 103,572 level. Vista 302. Assuming it's here. Yeah, that's there. Maybe, but I want to target what I can see clearly. 103.572. This is 5-1 and 6-5. 5-7-2. Okay, I'm going to adjust my target here. Even though in the 4 hour, there's that potential target for this low here, I want to use this Fibonacci tool as it's been checking out here as I've been back testing it this morning. I'm going to use it instead to pick my target. We've got price being delivered to the sell side currently in this candle. Price still being delivered to the sell side. Now consolidating here at the 105.50 level, 105.150 level. Price still consolidating, potentially putting in a new candle low. Currently 105.1328. Okay, new low for this candle. Price being delivered to the sell side currently and consolidating here around the 105.130 level and back up to test the 105.150 level. Price stalling here at the 105.171.5 level. Now price being delivered to the buy side. Price consolidating, trading in between the 105 200 and 105 150 levels. Back testing the 105 150 level and consolidating. And now it seems like a swing high is being put in currently here. So a little more patience would have paid off, but I may have gotten not as solid of entries, but could have had tighter stops. I may put a smaller position on here to round this out, just to get into the habit of waiting. Now we have a new low in this current candle. Also trying to recognize that there's likely one good trade or potentially one good trade during every session. So I would like to do a better job at taking advantage of that one good trade, understanding that I may get faked out, and the second opportunity may be the one that is going to work out in my favor, just from a probability standpoint. So trying to manage my risk in a way where I'm able to take advantage of that opportunity if it is to present itself. So potentially taking another trade here on the back side of this trade, or let's say on the right side, which would be the correct way to take this trade based on my system. Pullback is okay, but pullback can keep pulling back. So this candle here could easily have kept doing this and blown this stop up here, but with waiting for this candle here, can use a stop here. So chances are if this candle closes here, I will reduce my risk down to here, and potentially take another position here that'll be smaller than the ones that I currently have. I'm going to go ahead and move my stop now, since it is unlikely this is going to deliver price to the buy side to take this out. So this is 105.2747, 274.7. So this will cut my risk basically in half here. Okay. I've now moved these stops to a more protective position here. So reducing my risk. Which would preserve capital should this trade go against me, and also reducing risk for the potential of taking an additional position here. And there is the potential for one more add here if this 4 a.m. candle, or if this current candle holds on the 4-hour chart. Then I would be interested in this deeper target. That's the sell side liquidity is resting below here. I'd be more interested in that if the 4-hour commits. Less than 4 minutes to go before the closure of this 15-minute candle. Price trading at the 105.050 level or 105.50 level, and consolidating in this area. Price still consolidating here at the 105.50 level, trading at 105.0563. Less than 1 minute before the close of this candle. Price being delivered to the sell side currently. Holding for an entry on the open of the following candle. Price still being delivered to the sell side. Taking an entry here. Entry at 105.028.3. Price consolidating here near the 105 by just the 105 flat level. Price testing my entry and the open of the candle. New high being put into the candle here. Price consolidating. Price being delivered to the sell side. Price going to test the low of this candle at the 105 level. A new low has been put in, and price is holding at the 105 level. So this Fibonacci tool has certainly given me more confidence in profit taking just from the back testing that I did from the last or from the previous 3 days. So if I'm able to enter a position and hold for a high probability target, it keeps me out of unnecessary trades and also allows me to manage my risk better and take advantage of that opportunity when it presents itself. In the past, with this information, I would likely just be targeting this area here because it would be the or I would either target this area here because there's going to be sell side liquidity. That's a mess because there's going to be sell side liquidity here. So this is going to be the nearest area of liquidity. So in the past I may have targeted this here, this sell side liquidity, or if I would have been really greedy, targeting this area of sell side liquidity here. But with the Fibonacci retracement tool giving me a point of reference based on, let's say, mathematics, it gives me a much better risk to reward ratio and allows me to hold for a longer target that is likely probable. So with these three profit targets in play, but based on the information that the market has presented, this being the more likely target here. And with this 4-hour chart, this may be setting up for the New York session, and the New York session may provide an opportunity to target the liquidity in this area, the sell side liquidity on the 4-hour chart. So with this in mind, I've also observed from back testing that the London session can lead to continuation in the New York session. So it's possible that I may still have this position on if it holds. I could still have this position on when New York session opens. So if that is the case, I'm just going to trade New York independent of itself but it may wind up being just an overall, or I would look at it as a different position, but overall it would be an add to the current position, no different than the positions that I have on the daily, with the two positions that I've taken on the daily so far. Price action is selling here with price being delivered to the sell side. Price currently testing a reaction level and has just put in a current candle low, and price is still being delivered to the sell side. Price has sold below this reaction level and is now testing the 104,900 level and selling through. So taking these shorter or these closer profit targets, price being delivered to the sell side with speed, feeling like there's just not enough there in the trade to be worthwhile, but mostly being or having a lack of confidence in what I'm trading. Price has now traded below the 104,850 level and is now testing the 104,800 level. Price being delivered to the sell side with speed into the 104,800 level and now selling below. So getting some displacement here on the 15-minute chart. And if you see the candles here, this would be a sell. This would be an order block, a bearish order block here on the 15-minute. And then with the price action trading below it, let's check to see if it's been validated. So the low here is 104,7833. The low here is 104,7719. So now there is a validated order block here on the 15-minute. So this gives me more confidence in the position. Price consolidating here near the 104,800 level, trading just below a reactionary level. Price could potentially test the low of the candle. Price consolidating here at the 104,800 level still. price has put in a new 15-minute low for the candle. Price is still being delivered to the sell side here. Seems that price may want to test the 104.750 level, but may have rejected off of that at the 104.760. Or let's say reacted. Price being delivered back to the sell side, potentially testing the low of this candle. And a new low for this 15-minute candle has been put in. Price retracing after reacting near the 104.750 level at 104.758. The reason why I am anticipating a New York trade that will target the sell side liquidity below this 4-hour candle here is just based on the fact that the current candle will close at 8 a.m. New York time, which would be the start of my kill zone for the New York session. So if it sets up this swing high here, it would be set for that trade on the higher time frame. And I would look for an entry on the 15-minute time frame. And new lows were put in on Bitcoin 104.6931 and a pullback to the 104.750 level at 104.759.9. So a test and a reaction from the 104.700 level. So now Bitcoin trading in between 104.750 and 104.700. But having a process for choosing targets is a real game changer for my system. I've always or at least not always, but since I've seen the Fibonacci extension tools, wanted to make use of them, but not having access to them on this particular platform. But now, just trading and experimenting with it, and then finding an application to actually turn the retracement tool into an extension tool. Trade wise, for me this morning, very cool so far. With Much like anything in life, getting into something is one thing, knowing where you're going with that thing is another thing. Getting into a trade is great, but not knowing where you want to get out of a trade can induce some stress and can take the fun out of trading. I know last week when I was, before I had finalized this system, or I won't even say the system is finalized yet, but before I had deployed my current system, I was using a older variation of this, and struggled greatly with profit taking. Would find myself well into profits, but uncertain on where or how to take them, and it ultimately led to frustration and taking full losses. So with this current Fibonacci retracement tool, let's say variation or modification, and back testing it, I feel a lot more secure in my trade objectives. I always have a clear stop loss, my entry, for the sake of not knowing what is going to happen. Sometimes financial instruments will pull back immediately when you enter. Sometimes they will continue and then pull back later. This particular entry here is one of the few times where the entry just goes in your direction pretty much, and then you get some pullback later. Usually I'll enter a position, and then like here, when I took this position here, actually that's incorrect placement. There. Usually enter a position like here, and then you get pulled back right away. That basically rips your head off, as opposed to this situation where taking an entry, getting some distance away from your entry, and then pullback will come back to test your entry, as this is happening now to my entry currently. So Bitcoin now trading at 104,900 and has just reached a reaction level, and is having a reaction from that level. Price being delivered to the sell side currently, and now consolidating. Price being delivered to the sell side, consolidating. So not a big reaction off of this level, but a reaction, and now some consolidation, and now price being delivered back to the sell side. This is more of the speed and rate of reaction that I would want to see coming from this level, as it potentially being pulled back before continuation. I would also anticipate some pullback after validating an order block. Price still consolidating here under the 105,900 level, and potentially back for a retest of the 104,900 level and the reaction the reaction level. Price actually currently trading in between the 104,850 and 104,900 levels. Now just a little over 5 minutes into this 15-minute candle. Price still consolidating. Price currently being delivered to the sell side. Back for a retest of the 104,850 level. Price still being delivered to the sell side. Now consolidating. Price consolidating here at the 105,850 level at 104,858.6. Price being delivered to the buy side. Price back testing the 104,850 low at 104,851.6. Sell side delivery. More consolidation. Price being delivered to the buy side. Back for a test of the 104,900 level and the reactionary level. Less than 5 minutes remaining in this 15-minute candle. Price holding at the 104,900 level. And price being delivered to the buy side. Now price at the reaction level. And price trades through the reaction level with speed. 104,964.3 on the bid. Price holding. Now sell side delivery. Price trading back at the reaction level. Price trading through the reaction level back to the 104,900 level and consolidating. Sell side delivery. And consolidation back at the 104,900 level. And price consolidating. Price still trading below the reaction level. Price holding at the 104,900 level. Ideally, I would like to see this candle close below this reaction level, similar to the price action here. These previous candles where price action is closing below in an attempt to achieve this pullback here back to this reaction level. Here on the other side of that price action, wanting to see the same thing but in reverse. Now seeing price action here in this candle close below that level and the next level, but at least wanting to see continuation with this pullback staying below this level here. And less than 1 minute remaining in this current candle. And then ideally, if the following candle would be able to close below here, that would be good. So we get this candle closing right at this level or just below. So yeah, we get a closure just below this level. Now we're getting a test of the high of that candle. So we'll see if there'll be any potential continuation here with the high being 104.9643. So very high, and now a new 15-minute high has been put in. So this could challenge my stops, or this could have traded down to a lower level just to put in another swing here at this level, which seems to have some significance with the as much contact as it's having here. So you can see here 1 point of contact, 2 points of contact, 3 points of contact, 4, 5, and I would say 6. So to me, seeing either a wick or a body, here being the body, here being the body, here being the body, here being the body, here potentially being a wick, and here being the body, could potentially seeing this candle, if it remains green, then here, if this sells, then this level would be at the body. So curious to see how this candle shapes up, but ideally I would want to see this candle set up another swing here, and likely the best case scenario would be for this candle to close as a sell candle below this level or right at this level. But this is, I'm going to take a break and prepare for the New York session. This is On Tilt Trading with today's live trading.